Namaste students. Today I am going to start the chapter New Centers of Power. In your book the name of the chapter is Alternative Centers of Power. As you all know, in 1991 USSR disintegrated in 15 republics and we have seen US hegemony in the world politics. In this chapter we will discuss about the alternative centers of power, or you can say the new centers of power in the world politics, in which we will discuss about the European Union, then ASEAN, then rise of China as an economic power, and one new added topic given in this book, that is BRICS. Not mentioned in your book, but I will explain you here. This is given in the additional matter provided by the CBSE in the syllabus of class 12. Fine, so let's start with the first topic, that is European Union. After the end of World War II, the question of Europe came into front. Should Europe be allowed to revert to its old rivalries or be reconstructed with a positive conception of international relations? So here we see two paths. One was conflict with each other, or second was to cooperate with each other. We all know the second path was better. So the US extended massive financial help for reviving Europe's economy under the Marshall Plan in 1947. This name, Marshall, was given to this plan by US External Affairs Minister Marshall. Under this, we have seen many organizations were created, such as OEC, the European Council of Europe, European Economic Community, and then European Union. First, we will see about the OEEC, main organization for a European Economic Cooperation. This OEEC was established in 1948 to channel aid to West European countries, where the member countries begin to cooperate on trade and economic issues. If we will talk about the Council of Europe, this was established in 1949 after 1 year of the OEC. The main aim of this was to forward political cooperation among the member countries. And next, European Economic Community. This was for economic integration among European capitalist countries, and this process acquired a political dimensions with creation of the European Parliament. Now the next is European Union. The collapse of USSR resulted in the signing of Maastricht Treaty in February 7, 1992 by the leaders of European Union and laid the foundation by common foreign and security policies, justice, common currency, etc. Now we will discuss about the members of EU and FLAG. So originally in European Union 12 members were there, and the name of the members are Sweden, Finland, Ireland, United Kingdom, Spain, Portugal, Luxembourg, Belgium, Austria, West Germany, France, Italy. So these 12 are the old members of EU, and then Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Hungary, Czech Republic, they also joined the European Union later on, and at present 27 members are there. If we will talk about the flag of EU, so flag of EU is blue colored, and which we have seen 12 circles of gold stars. The circles of gold stars stand for solidarity and harmony between the people of Europe. It has 12 stars, as the number of 12 is traditionally the symbol of perfection, completeness and unity. Now we will see the three bases of the foundation of EU. The three bases of foundation of EU is common foreign and security policy for all the member countries. Second is cooperation on justice and home affairs, and then creation of single currency, and the name of the currency is Euro. Now we will discuss about the strength of European Union. In this we will discuss about the political, economic and military strength of European Union. Fine. Now we will discuss about the strength of European Union. First, political strength of European Union. European Union has political and diplomatic influence, and it has its own flag, founding date and currency, and the name of the currency is euro. It has some form of a common foreign and security policy also, and the member of European Union, Britain and France hold the permanent seats on UNSC, mean United Nations Security Council, and EU includes several non-permanent members of UNSC, mean United Nations Security Council. Now the second is economic strength of European Union. EU has, we know, world biggest economy with a GDP of more than $12 trillion in 2005, slightly larger than that of US dollar. Its share of world trade is 3 times larger than that of the United States of America. Now, the military strength of European Union. EU combined forces are the second largest in the world, and its total spending on defense is second after the United States of America. It also the world's second most important source of space and the communication technology. So student, this is all about the topic European Union. In next part, I will explain you about the ASEAN and the BRICS. Thank you.